Hi, it's Kerry. We've got some trouble happening at the end today, but you'll have to wait for that. I've got lots of interesting dinosaurs and other types of animals today. Stegosaurus, such a magnificent looking dinosaur. The tail was a lethal weapon. The force spikes or thagomizers could be swung under the unprotected belly of a predator with deadly force. Notice that the back legs are longer than the front ones, which sprawled out to the sides. Those tail spikes could grow to 4 feet or 1.2 meters long. Subscribe and give a thumbs up if you like dinosaurs and wild animals. Can you tell me, how long did the tail spikes grow on Stegosaurus? Amargasaurus, notice the 2 rows of spines growing out along its backbone at the back of its neck. These spines may have had a covering of skin to form a double sail. Amargasaurus was a herbivore. It would have eaten ferns and mosses and any other available plant matter. Is an extinct megafauna mammal which lived about 45 to 40 million years ago. It was a herbivorous mammal that roamed the plains of North America. A fully grown Entotherium would have been about 13 feet or 4 meters long and about 2 tons. It was just too large to have been the target of any of the carnivores that were alive at the time. On top of its head were 3 pairs of knobby horns. The blue whale, what a magnificent animal. They feed on tiny shrimp-like animals called krill. During certain times of the year, a single adult blue whale consumes about 4 tons of krill a day. They have fringe plates called baleen attached to their upper jaws. These act as a type of sieve. The blue whale swallows water and then forces it out, trapping the krill and then swallowing it. Triceratops, my favourite and the biggest and best known of all ceratopsians. Its 3 magnificent horns give it its name. The horn cones are covered in a bony sheath that makes them seem much bigger. The neck frill protects the back of the skull and is bordered by little knobs of bone. The teeth work like shears and are powered by strong jaw muscles. It needed its horns to protect itself from T-Rex. Carnotaurus lived in an area of South America known as Patagonia. Notice how slim the back legs are and the very small forelimbs, in fact very small, which ended in 4-fingered hands. It was able to run well. This bipedal predator had forward-facing eyes which gave depth perception, which was very good help when hunting down prey. It had small pebbly scales on its skin and large bumps lined its sides. The bumps were larger closer to the animal's spine. These are called osteoderms. The oviraptor on her nest. The body of Oviraptor was much like any other raptors of the period, with strong hind legs, short upper arms and sharp claws. Many scientists now think that Oviraptor may have well been an omnivore, possibly eating small animals, eggs, insects and plants. It was a 2-legged dinosaur with a beak. It belonged to a group of dinosaurs thought to be the closest relatives to birds. Its strong jaws were used against prey. When facing a predator, it could run at high speed. The woolly mammoth was well prepared for life in a very cold place. Their ears were lined with fur and they had a layer of fat to keep them warm and to reduce the risk of frostbite. Their tusks were very long, about 16 feet or 5 meters, and were used for fighting and for digging into the deep snow. These large mammals lived during the last ice age and may have died off when the weather became warmer and their food supply changed. Tusks are teeth that extend from the mammoth's mouth. The tusks have growth rings like a tree and helps identify the age of the animal at the time of death. Acrocanthosaurus. Notice the long ridges that start at the nasal bones. They run along each side of the snout, from the nostril back to the eye, and they continue onto the lacrimal bones. This is a characteristic feature of all allosaurids. Acrocanthosaurus probably held prey in its jaws and then used its sharp claws to tear gashes into the prey. It was a large, fierce predator that could kill even large sauropods. The Siberian Tiger. They live in eastern Russia's birch forests, parts of northeastern China and North Korea. They're also called Amur tigers, named after where they live. Siberian tigers live in very cold areas where the forest ground is often covered in snow. Their large paws act like snowshoes, which keeps the Siberian tiger from sinking into the snow. The pads on the Siberian tiger's feet allows it to walk silently. Mosasaurus was an amazing marine reptile. It had 4 short flippers for steering and a long powerful tail to propel it forward. It was surfaced to breathe. The long head had pointed, powerful 4.7-foot jaws and many sharp teeth with 2 extra rows of teeth. It had a loosely hinged lower jaw that allowed it to swallow prey whole. Its sharp backward pointing teeth on the roof of its mouth helped force prey down its throat. Tyrannosaurus had powerful back legs that let it hunt prey over short distances, and it could run quite well. They would have charged out of the undergrowth to surprise their prey, and their flexible neck helped them adjust to the angle of attack. Over the years, many Tyrannosaurus skeletal remains have been found with telltale bite marks that most likely came from other T-Rexes. Scientists are not sure if it was a result of scavenging or predation, eating each other. Here's trouble. Thank you for watching my video. It really helps if you're able to share my videos on any of the social media sites that you like to visit. See you again soon.